Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to my channel. So, I'm going to tell you how pornography nearly destroyed my life. So, pornography and masturbation, okay? So, I'm 41 years old. When I was 14, back in 1997, obviously there's a lot of poor information out there, say amongst in schoolboys. So, there's a lot of, I felt like a lot of anxiety. So a lot of guys would say, like, if you don't masturbate, you may end up being super sensitive when you do make love to the woman you're with, okay? So I'd get these things talked about in the schoolyard, and this built like a bit of anxiety. So quite often I would, it sort of made me feel like I had to masturbate to so that way I wouldn't be a disappointment to a woman one day, okay? It sounds ridiculous. Also, there's other things that they talk about at school, such as blue balls. So if you don't ejaculate or whatever, you could get blue balls, right? Now, this is all really, none of this is true, okay? And I'll explain in my videos why a lot of this is not true. However, this caused a lot of anxiety to me. And I'd like to say that it probably contributed to a lot of like bad things that I did, such as I'd quite often masturbate a lot. Now, where it got more dangerous, when I say masturbation, it's the ejaculation as well. Okay, so where it got more dangerous is when back in 1997 we had dial-up internet, so we were the new generation, the guinea pigs of the internet, okay? And I was probably like 15-20% of the population of the population in my small city or small town had internet, okay? And so I was the guinea pig for pornography. So this obviously, with the anxiety of not being a good lovemaker and access to the pornography, was a deadly cocktail. Within 3 years, I noticed a decline in my sex drive, and it got to the point where I wasn't getting any morning wood or morning erections. I noticed a real change in my libido and sex drive. Not strong erections, but also I had, like, I'd walk past a woman who I knew was very beautiful, but felt nothing. I knew she was beautiful, but felt nothing. Okay. Now, Now I did some irreversible damage, and I was very lucky. I came across on the internet, believe it or not, a Chinese medicine doctor who had a PhD in, I don't know what it was, but he had a PhD in men's sexual health, and he had a forum, a bit like Reddit, on his website. So he'd answer questions of all hundreds of men and women who their partners, male partners, had sexual health problems, and he would answer questions, but he was mainly also trying to sell his herbal treatments, and that's where he was making his money. Okay, the information, the reason why I was very open-minded to this is because in the past I had a bit of a understanding of China. Like, so I had a friend of the family who was an acupuncturist and did Chinese medicine. Also, I knew a bit of martial arts and things like that, okay? So I had a very open mind at it. And that's when I started my journey of like semen retention, no FAP. In Chinese medicine, they also have a thing called sexual moderation. So if you're in a relationship, you can practice sexual moderation, okay? Now, I was 17 years old, and I had, like I said, done small amount of irreversible damage. However, I'm now 41, and since practicing a lot of these things, I've still managed to be able to have quite a healthy sex life. Okay, so all right, look, I'm sorry, I'm a bit overweight. I'm 41 years old, and I've done a lot of fitness in my life, but you know, in the last few years, I had a bit of an injury, and so I've gone from a lot of physical work to more desk or like more desk style work. Okay. So, well, anyway, so look, as a joke, my stripper name's probably Tons of Fun, all right? But anyway, we won't go there. So, why you want to see this channel is because the Western approach, although there's a bit of truth to it, and stress does have contributing factors to your libido, okay? But Western medicine, they try and say it's psychological. It's all in your head, okay? Like if you had a slight, if you met a woman and you had problems, all right, they'll say it's all in your head, okay? Or like you got anxiety and all sorts of things like that, okay? Or like I said, you're with a woman and it didn't go well, and you know, and then the next time you got anxiety and you're scared, so it doesn't go well for you again, all right? Where in in Eastern medicine, the real Chinese medicine people who understand this, it's a physical thing. Okay, a lot of it's physical. Okay, and a bit of it's psychological, but a lot of it is physical. Okay, and I'm going to try and, with 20 years of just information of picking up things down the track, hopefully I can sort of share this information with you that motivates you guys to do better at NoFap, to stay away from pornography, focus on your semen retention or journey or whatever it is, or even your sexual moderation journey, okay? All right, so stay tuned to this channel, and hopefully you guys will. Well, there's a reason why I've continued since I was 17, and I think it's been super beneficial. The only thing I will say is my health. Okay, now I don't look younger. I don't look like I'm healthy. Okay, sometimes with work, kids, mortgage, stress, everything like that, can sort of age you. Okay, sometimes I'm not saying I'm a better worker than a lot of people, but sometimes you're so busy with life and you focus at working hard at your job, and you work mega hard at your job, and you work hard at being a father at home, and you know all that sort of stuff. You sometimes neglect your health, okay, or the way you eat, or cooking up a nice meal, which I still do, but sometimes you can neglect your health a bit, okay? You eat for fuel, not for your looks. You don't give a shit about your looks when you're really busy, all right? So a little bit about my background. I used to box. I used to do martial arts when I was young, okay? When I was saying boxing, I never really was interested in the fighting side. I was more interested in the fitness that was involved, because I knew boxers were very fit people. I have done 10 years in the military, where you had to have a high level of fitness, and yeah, that's about it. So look, I will probably say a few more things. No, actually, I'll leave it for the next I'll leave it for the other episodes. All right, guys, take it easy, and yeah, don't be put off by the way I look. Hopefully, with a eastern perspective, it will help and encourage you guys for a healthier, long-lasting sex life, rather than a short one at 20 where you're struggling with your sex life at 20 or 30, or you're having further problems at 40 and after. Hopefully you guys may, if you listen to what I have to say, it helps you guys maintain a really healthy sex life through old age. Okay guys, take it easy.